everyone, and welcome back to English for Everyone, the place where learning English is fun, easy, and part of your daily life. I am Emily, and I am very happy to be here with you today.
And I am Paul. Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here too, Emily. How are you today?
I am wonderful, thank you. My morning was calm and peaceful. I had a cup of tea, read a few pages of a book, and enjoyed the quiet. How about you, Paul?
My morning was a little busy. I woke up late, rushed to get ready, and almost missed the bus, but I made it just in time. It was stressful, but I feel lucky it all worked out.
That counts as a win. And speaking of mornings, today's topic is perfect because we are going to talk about the past, how to describe things that already happened.
Yes, we will cover was and were, regular verbs, irregular verbs, and build short stories to practice your English naturally.
Exactly. And before we start, don't forget to subscribe to English for Everyone and share this episode with your friends. Your support really helps us continue creating these lessons.
Thank you, Emily. Are you ready to start?
Absolutely. Let's begin with was and were.
Yes, was comes from is or am. For example, I am happy today. Yesterday, I was happy.
It also works for describing locations. Paul, where were you yesterday evening?
I was at the library because I wanted a quiet place to study.
I see. I was at home. I stayed inside, drank some tea, and read a book.
So, listeners, remember, was is used for I, he, she, and it. Were is used for you, we, and they. For example, you were here yesterday, and we were happy to see each other.
Now let's talk about action verbs. Most verbs form the past tense by adding ed. For example, walk becomes walked, talk becomes talked, and listen becomes listened.
Let's practice. Yesterday, I walked to the bus stop, waited for 10 minutes, checked my phone, and listened to music while traveling to the city.
That is a great example. Yesterday evening, I cooked pasta for dinner, watched a documentary, relaxed on my cell phone, and texted a friend.
Perfect. Now let's look at irregular verbs. Some verbs are irregular, which means they change completely in the past.
Yes, for example, the verb go. Today, I go to the park. But in the past, we say, yesterday, I went to the park.
Exactly. And eat is another one. Today, I eat an apple. Yesterday, I ate an apple.
And don't forget see. Today, I see a bird. Yesterday, I saw a bird.
Some more common irregular verbs you'll hear in stories are take becomes took, have becomes had, come becomes came, write becomes wrote, meet becomes met, find becomes found, begin becomes began, sing becomes sang, run becomes ran, give becomes gave, tell becomes told, and buy becomes bought.
Don't worry, listeners. We will use all of these naturally in stories, so it will be easy to remember. Let's try a story together. Yesterday morning, I woke up early, made tea, and sat on my balcony. The air was cool and quiet.
Did you see anyone outside while sitting on the balcony?
No, it was very quiet. Only a few birds were flying. I saw one bird singing.
So sing becomes sang. Great.
Yes, exactly. After a few minutes, I decided to take a walk. I walked to a nearby park.
Did you meet anyone at the park?
Yes, I met an old man feeding birds. He smiled at me and said hello. I smiled back and we talked for a few minutes. He told me he comes to the park every morning.
And comes in the past becomes.
Came. Yesterday, he came to the park every morning.
Perfect. That's how irregular verbs fit naturally in stories.
Later, I went to a coffee shop. I ordered a latte and read a few pages of my book.
Did you see anyone there?
Yes, I saw a young woman reading a magazine. We smiled at each other.
Perfect. And then what happened?
I finished my coffee, took the bus home, and relaxed for the rest of the morning. Overall, I had a peaceful day.
Your story is perfect, Emily. Stories like this are a great way to practice past tense because they include both regular verbs like walked, ordered, relaxed, and irregular verbs like woke, made, sat, flew, met, came, went, saw, took.
That's a lot of irregular verbs in one story. Paul, now it's your turn.
Last weekend, I went on a short trip with my friend. We left early in the morning and drove to a small lake in the mountains.
Did you drive all the way? How long was the trip?
It took about 2 hours. We listened to music and sang along in the car.
Sang, another irregular verb. Great. And what did you do when you arrived?
We took a long walk around the lake. My friend brought sandwiches and lemonade. We ate and drank while enjoying the view.
Did you see anyone else at the lake?
Yes, a few families were having picnics. We saw some ducks swimming too.
Did you take any photos?
Yes, I took several photos with my phone. Later, we found a small cafe and had some cake and tea.
Perfect. That story includes went, took, ate, drank, saw, found, sang, left, drove, brought. Listeners, do you notice all the irregular verbs? Let me share another mini story. Yesterday evening, I wrote a letter to my cousin. I began it at 6 o'clock and finished by 7.
Did you meet your cousin in person?
No, I haven't seen her for months, so I wrote instead. I also took a few photos of my garden to send with the letter.
That's nice. And yesterday, I ran 5 kilometers in the park. It was tiring, but I felt very healthy afterward. I also gave some food to the birds.
Running 5 kilometers? That's impressive. Did you see anyone in the park?
Yes, I saw my neighbor walking her dog. We talked for a few minutes before continuing our day.
Excellent. That story uses ran, gave, saw, talked. Mini stories are a great way to practice irregular verbs in real-life situations.
I have another story. Yesterday afternoon, I went to the bakery. I bought a cake for my sister's birthday. I met the baker who gave me a small sample to taste.
That's fun. What kind of cake did you buy?
Chocolate. My sister loved it. After that, I took the bus home and wrote a small note to her.
Perfect. That story includes went, bought, met, gave, took, wrote.
I also saw a friend in the bakery. We spoke about a movie we wanted to see. Yesterday, we planned to go to the cinema next weekend.
Perfect. Using small mini stories like this helps you practice irregular verbs naturally. Let's do a short irregular verb exercise. Listen carefully and try to answer. Yesterday, I go to the market. What is the past tense? I write, a letter yesterday. What is the past tense? Yesterday, I eat lunch with my family. What is the past tense? Yesterday, I take a photo of the sunset. What is the past tense? Yesterday, I meet my teacher. What is the past tense? Pause and think of the past tense for each.
The answers are went, wrote, ate, took, met.
Excellent. Try to make your own sentences with these verbs.
Now, listeners, take a moment and write 3 sentences about what you did yesterday. Try to include at least one irregular verb.
Remember, the more you use irregular verbs in stories or sentences, the easier they become.
And don't worry if you make mistakes. The most important thing is to try speaking and writing.
Now it's your turn. In the comments below, tell us what did you do last weekend? You can write one sentence or a short story. We love reading your comments and helping you practice English.
And, of course, don't forget to subscribe to English for Everyone so you never miss a new episode. Share this podcast with friends or family who are learning English.
Thank you for listening today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye for now, and remember, every time you share your day in English, you are learning something new. See you next time.